Hey, what's up, universe? It's 8:58 a.m. Central Time on Friday, October 13th, 2023. My name is Zach Ollinger, and if you've been following me on my Instagram primarily at The Real Zach Ollinger, you'll see the journey that I've been on for the past, 5 or 6 months or so. And I have put myself in a position where I basically have nothing left to lose. I'm currently homeless. My car has been repossessed. I'm working a part-time job just so I can eat, and finding a place to live right now is my current challenge. That being said, when a man has nothing left to lose, he's willing to try things, right? There's nothing left to lose. So in that regard, I give you all of that as context because the thing I'd like to talk about are some of the things that we've been told, or at least a thing that we've been told here in the United States, that state and federal income tax are mandatory. These are things we have to pay. And I'm going to pose it and state that I believe that they're not. They're voluntary. And there is a process that one can go through called the Revocation of Election that you can submit to the IRS and remove yourself from voluntarily electing to pay taxes, federal and state income taxes specifically. I want to be clear about that. Now, I've gone through this process, and about 30 days ago, not quite, on September 12th, I mailed my revocation of election into the IRS, and I sent in a letter of intent to change my taxpayer status from being a taxpayer to a non-taxpayer. I sent in an affidavit, and then also a supporting evidence, 98 reasons and supporting evidence as to why I believe that that taxes are voluntary. Now, on the 18th, I believe, of October, it will be 30 days. In the affidavit I provided to the IRS, I gave them 30 days to respond. I have yet to receive a response from the IRS. So technically, they still have some time to respond to my affidavit. After I sent my revocation of election to the IRS, I obtained employment. So this part-time job is after I sent my revocation of election into the IRS. I submitted to my employer a W-8 BEN in lieu of a W-4 and also the state tax form. Although during my hiring process, I had no choice but to fill out a state tax form and a W-4 because it was all done online and done electronically. There were no paper forms. So when I was filling out those forms, I claimed exempt status. I spoke with the HR woman who was very helpful, and I provided her any answers to the questions that she may have. And ultimately it went up to the chain to corporate because they had some questions. They didn't think that the W-8 BEN IRS form applied to me. So I put together a package of information for them, which included my revocation of election that I sent to the IRS, and the reason why I believe that the W-8 BEN does apply to me, because it's not just my taxpayer status that I'm changing, it's also with the IRS informing them that I am not a resident of the United States. Now, to go through this, if one were to choose to pursue this, it is a lifestyle change. It's an understanding of how language is used. And again, I know that when people hear these certain things, they're going to be like, what are you talking about? Like, you're obviously in the United States. How could you not be a resident of the United States? How could you not be a citizen of the United States? You know, this kind of thing. And it goes back to unlearning things that we've been taught and actually digging in and learning what the language is, when in time things changed, and why that's important, and how that impacts our ability to revoke our election to pay voluntary taxes. And that's what I've done. I've taken the time to dig into this, and that is why I am pursuing this. And again, I'm in a position where I have nothing left to lose. So I'm sharing this with you because I've taken the time that I've had being unemployed to dig into this. I've put myself in a position to where if anything were to happen to me, there's nothing left for me to lose. So so far, it seems to be a success. I'm receiving my first paycheck today, and I can verify that my deductions are only Medicare and Social Security. State income tax and federal income tax were not withheld, which, given my current employment status, or I should say like wage, my compensation would put me in like the lowest tax bracket. So we'll say about 20% tax overall, thereabouts. So the deductions from Social Security and Medicare equated to about 7.6% of my overall pay, which means I netted an increase of about, we'll say 12.5% to maybe 14.5%, thereabouts. So I'm going to share with you a video that showcases the revocation of election that I submitted to the IRS, and the certified mail receipt, and then also at the end will be the email that I received verifying that the revocation of election package that I sent to the IRS was in fact received. So this is my journey, this is what I've got, and again, if you want to know the nitty-gritty of what's been going on with me, you can find that all documented on my Instagram. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.
Hey, what's up, universe? It is 10:37 a.m. Central Time on September 12th, 2023. So I just got this all printed out at the Johnson County Library, and I got the affidavit. I just now got the affidavit notarized. So I just wanted to record that this is what I have and what I will be sending. 22. Alright, that's what I got. And just so you can see, it is 10:44. So that's the time. Alright. Love you guys. Bye. Hey, what's up, universe? It is 10:59 a.m. Central Time on Tuesday, September 12th, 2023. So I just, got this sent off, and isn't that funny? You know what I mean? All right, and then here's my receipt. So I had it sent out. All right, so there's that. And just to capture the backside here. All right, there you go.